You ever have one of those days where nothing is going right and you just know it's going to carry over into your pool match later that night? This is one of those days. All right, guys, we've got PDN versus Mike. Mike is a 7, PDN is a 7. Lagging for the break. PDN just gets the win on the lag. On to rack 1. All right, PDN to break, rack 1. Dry break again. Me and these tables, man. All right, we're playing APA 8 ball. We're playing on 8-foot valley tables, seemingly the only thing this city has to offer. I've been talking a lot about that in the comments with a lot of you guys lately. And yeah, this is what we have in this town. Mike's a decent player. I've known him for a long time. His brother actually features in a bunch of my videos. Tyler from the Masters team is his little brother. Good guy, good player. Makes a small mistake there. I came a couple hours early before this match because I was just having a rough day. Wanted to try to calm my nerves. Had a shot. Practiced a little bit. Couldn't make anything during practice. Kind of annoying. Stupid shots that I never miss. I was just missing them. Everything felt wrong. So I tried to work on some fundamentals and slow everything down and try to get my stroke back in gear. And I just couldn't get it to work. All the stress from the day was just carrying over into my pool game. And I think sometimes that's unavoidable. I went for the breakup here on these. Worked out okay. Left myself an 11-15 combo if I want to shoot it now, which I think I do. I had a shot while I was practicing. And then I had another shot with a friend when he showed up. And then another friend showed up and she bought me a shot. And then just before this match started, I had another friend bring me another shot. So I might not look it, but I'm pretty drunk at this point, which also doesn't help the game at all. I'm not one of those people who plays better when they're drunk. If anything, I get far more critical, and like that right there, I just completely played that into the 13. Stupid shot. I had plenty of room to go around that to go by the 13 back up the table this way, and just bumped right into it. Good news is I can run into this 9 ball. Bad news is I have nowhere to put the 13 now. This table's playing really weird. It's on this end of the table, the ball is moving very slow, and then you can see over here all of this wear. And the ball goes really fast through that patch. Like night and day difference. So I was having a hard time gauging that. I put the 2 ball right in front of my bank shot. Just keep bumping balls, making little mistakes. It happens, but very frustrating. I'm also wearing a hat. I don't play wearing a hat. I used to when I was young, but just trying it out. I'm in the sample phase of some merch. Just trying it out, seeing how it feels, how it fits, how it wears. The hat was, oh, I just hit that 2-ball. That was a really close shot. The hat is actually really comfortable, so that was nice. Mike's just gonna play this up the table. Oh, ends up okay actually on this one. I believe that 2-ball passes at 13 okay, so you can play this 3 in the side. Misses it. Now I just need to get the cue ball close to the rail over here. Nothing fancy, but I need to be on this side to be able to bank that 8 across. No idea. Definitely not playing a good game right now. So I make his 6. The plan was I just wanted to slow roll his 6 in and try to cause a problem with the 8, and I wanted to leave the cue ball a little bit closer to the rail. He still has nothing easy right now. Goes for the combo, and the 1 ball rolls up between me and the 8 ball. So Mike's running good. I don't really remember a whole lot of this match. I was definitely not sober. Just attempting to line up a little bit of a mirror. I know I've got to hit this ball with draw to keep the cue ball from scratching, which means the angle is going to tighten up a little bit, so I need to hit just outside there. I've called the kick in the cross corner, and that angle tightened up a lot. That angle tightened up a lot. I think the line for making the shot without any draw was here. And I think I hit just about there with draw and passed the ball way over here. So that was some unexpected movement on that cue ball. He's a little straight on this 3, but he still has enough room. You can run this 2 rails, get out to the middle of the table. Just run this one up. There you go. Go around the 8. Overhit it a bit, but it's not going to hurt him. All right, there we go. Mike is up 1-0 on to rack number 2. All right, here we go. Rack 2, Mike to break. Makes the 10 ball in the side. I think that's all I made. Yep, 10 ball on the side. APA rules. He's married to stripes now. Bad news for my 3 ball. Bad news for my 7 ball. I can't remember what I do here. I think I'm trying to get the 12 ball out of the way of the 7 early. I kind of put it in the way of the 6, but I can still make the 6, so I think I can. No idea what just happened, except I fluked a 6-ball on the side. A little bit of poopski. I'm playing so poorly, I don't even know what I was trying to do with that ball there. I know it slid a good bit, but I can't tell what I was trying to do with it. I thought I was trying to bring it over here a little bit, but maybe the slide took it away. Sure, I just hit it poorly. I am smashing balls. I was trying to hit that 3-ball. Just trying to take my aggression out on the pool table, apparently, which is not conducive to good pool. So I'm playing poorly and running bad. I did get lucky on that shot there, making that ball. I'm not sure if I got lucky. I made the shot, but oh man, very, very disappointing. He gets his 14 out, nice and clean. You can see the 11. Misses the 11, gives me ball in hand. So now we've got a good look at my 3-ball here. And by good look, I mean rail shot all the way up the table. What am I doing? Oh, drunk PDN forgot he was solids. Oh. I'm glad I have to turn the sound down on this one so you can't hear me. It's the only thing saving me from absolute humiliation. All of this up here, all the way around there is bowling tournament. Or bowling league. My microphone is unfortunately pointed directly at it. Jumped up on my shot. A lot of body movement. Really, really bad shot. I don't remember the last time I played pool this poorly. Looks like that 14 goes by the 15. He's down on it pretty quick. He's just got to draw this back, hold it for the 15. You can stun this one across the table here, bring it over here for the 12. He runs up into traffic. It works out for him. This is that one. I don't even know if I can get by that 8-ball. I can. I tried to run it up into the 1 to make something happen. I did make something happen. Bank the 1 in. Tried to create some separation. I was hoping to leave the cue ball on the rail down here. Rolled off, gave him a little bit of spot to cue from. He makes this one. Just got a good look at the 8, pretty much the same shot, just different side of the table. It's got to be mindful not to scratch off the back of the, or off the side of this 3 if he's going to run up. A little bit harder and he might get there. All right, Mike's up 2-0 on rack 3. All right, Mike to break rack 3. Scratches on the break. 9-ball almost goes in, comes back out. Pretty decent spread. I just asked Justin if I was capable of running 5 racks in a row. I'm like, I can win 5, right? I was focusing on sobering up at this point. Tried to get a little bit of movement out of that 13. Got a little bit of slide out of the cue ball. Overhit it. Just, it's a tough combination when you're trying to get movement out of balls and the felt normally plays really slow, and I didn't take into account the fact that it plays so much faster on this end of the table. There's a lot of slide, a lot more speed out of it. I probably could have played that a little differently. The good news is I don't have to worry about it anymore because they just changed the cloth on these tables over the weekend. Well, bumped the 15 there. Probably didn't even notice it. 4-ball down. The good news is I bumped to 15 and then moved the bridge, so I was bridging completely over it. So I don't feel too bad. I think I might have even made it harder on myself. That 3-ball is a mess. I've got to figure out something to do with this thing being surrounded. So I'm trying to look at different possibilities with the 3, if I'm going to be able to bank it all, if I'm going to have to kick it, where is it going to go if I have to bank it. I decide that I can't really do anything with it, so I put a 5-ball near it so that I might have a ball there to break it up. I don't leave him anything by putting the cue ball in this area here. He doesn't have a lot of looks, so probably the first decent shot I made of the match. He ends up having a lot of available shots. I think if he's got an edge on this 12-ball, that's the shot. Yeah. This is the 14 and rolls out to where I can actually use that 5-ball that I put there. Now I can get the 3-ball out. Let's see if it works. I don't remember if it works or not. It does not work. I hit that poorly. Looking at this now, I think not a bad idea to shoot the 1, move that 14, or even just roll the 1 up to the 14 and leave the cue ball over here somewhere. Looks like I'm going to try to send the 2 ball this way and push the cue ball into the pile again. I clear out the 15, but I tie up the 8 ball. That's exciting. I'm checking to see if I had a line to maybe carom the 3 off the 13 into the corner. I did carry him off the 13, did not make it, and made a mess. But I'll take it. Left him a 13-12 combo. Should be pretty easy to attack. Just puts draw on that, plays it up the table. I might have tried to spin it with a lot of left, hit it thin, and tried to bring it over this way. But he hits that, leaves me hidden. I definitely don't want to hit his 15 here. I don't want to clear it out, I just need to make contact. So I tap the 8 ball a little bit worse. Make him have to do something. Probably not exactly what I was hoping for. I think I wanted to hit a little thinner, but I'm glad I hit it. I've got a weird history with 1-rail kicks on these tables. He moves the 15, leaves me a awkward bank. And I think I'm going to go for it. And I think I'm going to miss it. In retrospect, I could have slow rolled up and tried to leave the cue ball between the 3 and the 8. Just bump the 3 ball, leave the 3 ball here, leave the cue ball here. He can't see either one of his balls. And I create separation between the 3 and the 8. I get really fortunate here. He runs the 8 ball in between his shots, so impaired judgment. Well, he makes contact, sends it flying. Probably a little bit of poke and hope on that. Glad I don't have to worry about the speed of these tables. From what I understand, they upgraded it to, I want to say Champion 3030, which is a cloth I'm really familiar with anyway. It's the cloth they use at a lot of the championship events. I didn't think I was going to make this shot. I remember that. It was in my head. I was like, there's no way I'm going to make this shot. And I just couldn't shake that feeling. So I focused on bringing the cue ball back to the middle of the table. He does a good job. That's a really, really good touch. Again, I don't think I'm going to make this one, so I might try to hit the outside of the 8-ball when I kick at it. Send the cue ball this way. That's why I'm looking up the table, giving the head shake. I think I can do that, I'm not sure. If I can run the 8-ball here and here, I can block his shot again. So I overhit it, almost make it, but I do get the cue ball out in the middle of the table again. Now he's going to be really hard pressed to keep me from making this one. He goes for the bank, misses. I'm not sure why he didn't go for the same safety again. He hit that last one really, really well. Just gonna thin this one. I put a little bit of inside on it, just a hair, just to hold the cue ball in the middle of the table so it doesn't fly. And there we go. PDN's on the board. Down 2-1 on to rack 4. All right, PDN to break rack 4. 7-ball drops. Cue ball stays kind of in the middle of the table. Everything looks makeable. 4-ball passes the 9, so it can go 2 different pockets if I need it to. Trying to see where I need to be on this 3-ball so I can get shape on that 4. I'm starting to slow down a little bit. My pool sense is coming back. This is unfortunate. I'm a little close to the rail, so I've got to jack up the back of the cue just a little bit for this one. So I missed the shot. I rushed it. I'm still not comfortable with having to jack the cue up. I'm still stabbing at those shots. I think even if I was not intoxicated, I probably could have missed that shot. Mike's gonna go ahead and shoot this 10-ball in. Overrun shape on the 9 just a little bit, but he's sticking to it. Looks like he's gonna go for the 14. Probably draw this down to the rail. He's unsure about the shot, and that's why. Needed to put some right spin on that cue ball when you draw it in there to hold it on the long rail. Come back up for it. This is the 11-ball, makes him a 4-ball. I'm going to use the 2-ball to improve my shape on the 5, and then come back up for the 1. And this, all I need to do here is just run this up here past the side pocket. If I get past the side pocket, I should be okay. Even in front of the side pocket, I should be okay. Almost run that into the 11-ball. That had picked up a lot of spin off of that rail. I probably put a little bit extra right on it. Played that into the 12-ball to hold it. It was a thin shot. Gave myself a shot on the 8-ball. He gives it to me. Now we are tied 2-2 on to rack 5. Mike does not spread out the balls when he racks. One half of the rack is all stripes, and the other half is all solids. I don't mind. Break dry on that one. Mike shoots the 6-ball, just rolls up a little bit. Gonna have to put a little bit of draw on this one to keep it away from the 8-ball. Does manage to miss the 8-ball. Makes the 5, but ties up the 7. That's unfortunate. Misses his 3-ball. Ties up my 14-ball, though. So we've got some work to do. I've got 2 separate balls that I can use to break the 15 out of there. I can come this way off of the 9, or I can go forward off of the 12. I can even use this right now to move the 14. Just come back into it. So I clear the 14 out. Just looking at ways that I can actually hit that ball. So I slide over, bump it into the pocket. Now, I left myself some really weird shots for trying to get shape, so I think I used the 14 to get back to the 10. Overhit that one by a mile. I'm checking to see if I shoot the 12, can I run the cue ball into the 4-ball? If it looks like it's a pretty solid chance I'm going to do it, then that's what I'm going to try to do. So I shoot the 12, run into the 4-ball. That gives me the ability to hold it for the 10. And this, I just need to slow roll. Not really slow roll, but we're just going to try to send the cue ball into the rail and bring it back up here for the 8. I put inside on that and I didn't need to. I could have just put top on it. So the good news is it checked the speed a little bit so I didn't over roll it, but if I just put top on that with no inside, I end up here. All right, 8 balls in. PDN is up 3-2. All right, PDN to break rack 6. I'm not sure what Mike's logic is with splitting the balls up like that in the rack. I'm breaking from the middle, so it's a spread break anyways. 12 ball goes in. If I was breaking from the side, it would definitely pose a problem. I'd have some weird looking clusters, but breaking from the middle, you just send them going anyway. If I make a ball, had I made a solid on this, then that would have benefited me greatly. So, not ideal. Looks like we're going to go for this 13 all the way up the table. I missed it. Looks like I was focusing on coming around for the 11 ball a little bit more than I was trying to play the 13. He's gonna have to jack up to get some movement off of this 7 ball. Does well. If he goes for the 2 ball here, he can actually move the 14, just run into it, get it out of the way of his 6. Misses the 14. Plays that one around the backside of the 6. Very good shape if he's trying to go down in this corner down here, and that's what he was going for. However, not a lot he can do with this 1 ball from there. He's gonna have to get it moving, maybe even use the 14 to send the cue ball at the table at a different angle. Draws it back into the rail, can see the 1 ball. Can't really do much with it, but can see it. Tries to bank the 1 ball back up the table. Makes a mess. I've got a couple different options for breaking up this 15 and 9 here. I can either go from the 11 into it, or I can stop on the 11 and come off the 13 back into it. Going into it is fine if I can get back shape to get there now, because I've got the 14 up here if I get stuck behind it. So I just got to consider which balls I want to leave on the table, which ones I'm going for. Definitely not where I wanted that cue ball to stop. Getting rid of the 14 right now isn't super ideal. So I play it over here for the shot that we talked about earlier. I can come off the 11 and go in this way. That leaves me the 13 ball, just in case this crash doesn't work out well. Don't want to hit it too hard. Don't want the 15 to tie up to the 13. It ends up going back together, but at least they're makeable. So, worked out kind of okay. $15 ball goes in, 9 ball almost ties up to the 1. I play this for shape to make the 9 ball in the side. Just need to draw this over for the 8 ball. Catch the point and miss. Just a bad shot. Shape would have been great, but just a bad shot. Loss of focus. And Mike's got a pretty long shot on this 1 ball. This is his 1 ball. Now I am left with a similar variation of the same shot. I still, from this angle, I still need to put some draw on it, but I need to bring the cue ball this way. So we're gonna bear down and focus on this one this time. And there we go, shape on the 8. All right, 8 balls in. PDN is up 4-2 on the hill in this race to 5. All right, PDN to break, rack 7 on the hill. 9 ball drops in the corner. Lost control of the cue ball a little bit, so I am behind the solids over here. Checking out the problem ball that I have over here would be the 10. Seeing how far it is past this point right here, if I can run it up. Looks like I can, looks like I have the room to do it. So we're just gonna go probably 13 in the side right now. I wanted to be a little bit more off the rail here because the idea was bring the cue ball back over here so I could either shoot the 14, draw it back. No matter what, I wanted to end up with my cue ball over here so I could shoot that 10. The 14-11 combo is dead, but it's not the shot that I wanted to take. Six ball hits the 5 and rolls back into my way. That contact with the 10 was intentional, but grrr. So we'll shoot the 14 across. I think I'm going to try to draw this one around the table a little bit. Try to squeeze it right in between here. Looks like I'm catching the point. I did. Awkward cue over the 2 ball. Try to catch the back of the 6 ball and get it to drop. Very, very awkward cueing. Not surprised I missed that one. Kind of unfortunate that I caught that point. I was trying to squeeze by, maybe a little greedy. Could have just hit it and held the cue ball over here. I probably could have made that happen. Running bad. He drains the combo, leave himself a good 6 ball. He can use this to get back out to the 3-7 if he wants, or he can roll up to the 2. So lots of options here for Mike. It's going high, so he's probably going to roll this one out. Play the 2 ball. Two ball lends itself for pretty good shape on the 4. Unless you hit the 1. You got a good safety here. He can shoot a stop shot on the 1, leave the or run the cue ball up to the 8. It's pretty good safety. Looks like that might be what he's trying to do. Leaked out a little bit, so I can see the 10 ball. Really, really hard shot on the 10 though. I don't think it passes the 3. So what I'm trying to do is, I think I'm gonna go here and try to see what on earth I'm gonna hit if I come here. If I get stuck on the 3, I can't see the 15. We're waiting for somebody to get out of the way. We're still waiting for somebody to get out of the way. All right, looks like they moved, finally. Now I gotta remember what I was doing. I like that I reset here after that nice 3-minute break. However, it's still a really hard shot. I hit it a little too thin. Put a bunch of draw on it. I actually put a lot of bottom right on it, and I think I hit it thin because I might have it might have deflected ever so slightly. I just juiced it up too much. Mike's got a 1 on the side. natural shape on the 3 with this 7. A little bit of angle here, so this is pretty much a natural draw shot to get back to the 4. He stops it instead. And again, this one just is gonna roll pretty easy 8-ball if he doesn't overhit it. Yeah, it's a good shot. Used a little bit of drag draw on that. Punchy stroke, but still the drag draw worked. Slowed it down a bit when it got to the ball. And he makes the 8-ball, so now 4-3. Mike's coming back onto rack 8. All right, Mike to break rack 8. All right, so he hits that, goes for a break off the side. Gets a little bit of movement out of the 8-ball, not a ton. Doesn't make anything. So I'm looking for cluster problems here. We've got this one, we've got this one. Everything else is pretty open. I think the 1 ball might be blocked by this. It's an open table, so I can combo the 15 and get rid of that problem right now. So I do combo the 15. I overran it quite a bit for what I was trying to do. Middle of the table was what I was going for. Make the 10 ball, get a 9. I can actually go for this right now, which is kind of what I'm looking at. I'm looking at seeing if I can hit the 14-12 problem with using this 9 ball. It's risky because if I hit it, I'm not going to have a lot to look at, but I need to break it up. Get locked behind it like I thought I might. Check and see if I have any bank options. I don't really have any. If I recall correctly, I think I'm going for a safety here, but I don't have a lot of those either. So I'm not sure if this is when I try to tuck behind the 3. No, I actually go for the bank. Cue ball takes a hop and then spins into the corner. Kind of annoying. I was really hoping to hit the 3 ball there. That's why I hit it so hard. Hoping to hit the 3 ball, hoping to take some angle out of that bank shot, play it a little wider and then bring it in. Hit the 3 ball. If I make it, great. If I miss, well, you know, I'm sending the 3 ball into something else so he doesn't have it next to a pocket to use at his leisure. Looks like he's got a 1 ball that goes in. Decides not to stand up to go for this 2. This is his 5 ball, almost makes the 4 ball. 13 is in a really tough spot now. Fourteen's makeable from there, so I bumped the 12 on the way by. That was going to be a drawback towards the 4 ball, and I hit the 12 ball. Kind of screwed it up. Put his 3 closer to the pocket. Just trying to get some kind of shape on this 11 so I can get back up on this end for the 13. I'm seeing if the 13's makeable from here. It's not. I can thin cut it if I get directly on it, or I can bank it over here. Bank hasn't been working so well for me today. It's gonna be really tough to get there. And we've got this 11 ball to contend with. It's not the easiest cut into this side if I'm putting a ton of spin on it. U-ball just slams off that rail. That was a really aggressive angle. I put way too much spin on it, obviously. It's too far away from the rail for me to kick it into this side over here. And I think it's too close to the 4 ball for me to bank into this side over here. I think I catch the 4 ball going by. So we're gonna take a look at this one for a little bit. All right, so we've made our decision. I don't think it goes in anywhere. So I try to freeze back behind the 3, overhit it. Just one bad shot leads to another kind of thing. Gets a favorable bounce on that 5 ball. Leaves himself a nice look. Plays really good shape on the 7. Leaves himself enough to get the cue ball back out here, middle of the table, so he can play for the 8 perfectly. Even from there, he's okay. He's at the edge of a good spot. He can thin this and run the cue ball back up here for the 8. Flirts with the corner pocket a little bit. Long shot on the 8 coming. All right, 8 ball down. We are tied. Hill match. All right, 9th and final rack. Mic to break. 3 ball goes in. Helpful bounce from the 6. There goes my daughter again. Daughter was hanging out with Donnie while I was playing. I was a little short on this 7 ball. Manages to make the 6 go in. Six ball just wants to drop in this match, apparently. Good bank on the 7, but he scratches off the back of the 9. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get this combo out of the way here. 13 lays up pretty nice. I like the possibility of running into the 13 here, so I'm actually just going to take the 13 instead of the 12. Drew back to the wrong side of the 12, but 15's in front of the pocket. I'm gonna have to move it anyway, so. We're gonna take this 12 ball from the looks of things. I believe the 14 goes all the way up past the 1. Maybe not. Yeah, we're going for the 10 ball. I was worried about hitting that 11. Kinda decelerated on my stroke there, which is, I think, why I lost the cue ball a bit. Alright, 14 ball is what I'm gonna have to go for. No way to get on it with the 11, and I just miss. Can't see the 11 anyway. Played that one poorly, but man, oh man. Sure do hate giving up the table. He misses the 1 ball. Now, the way this is laid out, I've got pretty much anywhere over here to shoot that 11 ball. Maybe a little bit more like over here. Problem is, that's the fast part on the table that I'm aiming for. I don't even take it into account. And I know this is the slow part of the table up here, so I hit this one a little hard. And it does not slow down, and I realize after I hit it what I've done. Just overran that ball by 2.5 feet. On a table where I struggle to actually get up and down the table. So we're gonna line this up, figure out what we can do. We definitely can't kick at it. There's coming this way. There's an 8 ball on the way. We definitely can't 2-rail at this, although we might have been able to 2-rail at it. I think I'm checking it out now. And I'm gonna have to kick at this ball. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna kick at it and I'm gonna thin it. I want to leave the cue ball up here. 5 ball catches a point, comes back and hits the edge of my cue ball and makes me scratch. Don't know if it would have been a good shot anyway had I not had the 5 ball not come directly back into my path, but when you're running bad, man. He's got the easiest run out in the world right now. We're just gonna shoot the 2 here, roll up to here, play a stop shot, roll up to here, and we're done. Hold it up for a stop shot. He knows he's good to go now. I know he's good to go now. I hope you guys enjoyed this match. I didn't enjoy playing it, that's for sure. And it kind of hurt watching it. But, you know, sometimes you just have a bad day. Sometimes that bad day just carries over. And I think the best way to handle that bad day is not by pounding shots before your match. I think the first 2 racks I just played so poorly, and I think it cost me the entire thing. Lesson learned. On to the next one. If you like the video, hit like. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. 75% of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel. Just click the subscribe button, turn off the alerts, doesn't cost anything, helps out the channel a lot. Once I get to 500 subscribers, I can link my channel to a merch site. I've got some other shirts going up, but you saw the hat in the video. Shirt's incredibly soft. I like it. Really comfortable. Fits well. Yeah, I got a few more matches from this night that I'm going to be editing and throwing up. Got a lot more stuff coming. So, hope to see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.